I'm amazed of how many people from the Black community are telling me to go back to Mexico, telling Mexicans to go back to Mexico, because we're illegal and it's a crime. It was also a crime when your ancestors went to Mexico, when they were escaping the white people and Mexico helped them. A lot of Mexicans got killed for that. They helped them. They help your people. We didn't oppress you guys. And this is how you guys pay us. In the past, Black people needed Mexicans. Right now, Mexicans need you guys. And in the future, you never know, because things change. Sometimes, maybe the white people are gonna need us. Maybe the Black people are gonna need us. You don't know, because God give us things, give us blessings, but He can take them away so fast. So you need to be humble. You need to be humble.
Hi guys, welcome to another video. Well, I guess the blame is on Black people now. Black people, what is wrong with you that you do not want to support Latinas in this situation of today where they're being, raided and being deported back to their country? Why are you Black people being selfish? Why don't you remember the times of history? Why don't you remember how Latinas have been fighting for Black people? Why are you Black people being this heartless and telling us to leave America and not stay? Black people. Guys, this video took me out. And you know why it took me out? These are the same people that did exactly this in this election. You want to remind you, this is how it is.
Are you for Trump?
Absolutely.
So what would you say to someone who says you're Mexican and Trump hates us?
He doesn't hate us. He hates the lawbreakers.
That's
He
right.
hates the illegals. Don't come here illegally. Welcome. Come. I did. Not illegally.
That's right. I came here too legally.
Yeah. And making a difference.
That's
Not
right.
hurting anybody. Not stealing from anybody. Earning your way.
Well, God bless you for being
human.
on the Trump train.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that.
Yeah. No, God is going to prevail through Trump.
That's
I
right.
believe this.
I agree with you 100%.
I don't know why every other race, nationality get up on their soapbox attempting to humble Black people. Black people are telling you to go back to Mexico. Sounds like trolls in your comments to me. Yeah. Whatever Black person is telling her that, yeah. When we have to deal with go back to Africa, yeah. Real Black people, we don't do that shit. Never know when Black people are going to need Mexicans. We needed y'all on November 5th. And November 5th, the Latina community, the Hispanic community overwhelmingly voted for Donald Trump. See this right here? These are the statistics of voters and how they voted in the 2024 election. 55% of Latino men voted for Donald Trump. That's the red. 38% of Latino women voted for Donald Trump. This is when we needed you. This is when the Black people, the Black community needed you. This is when we all needed to come together. And y'all said, fuck you, Black people. We're going to vote for the man that has repeatedly said that there will be mass deportations if he gets into office, and they will be bloody. Y'all overwhelmingly voted for this. 77 to 80% of Black men voted for Kamala Harris. 92% of Black women voted for Kamala Harris. Black people overwhelmingly voted for the protection of Latina and Latinos. And all of you Latinas and Latinos that's making videos coming at Black people with all of this smoke, I don't understand it. We did what we were supposed to do. We did what we were supposed to do when it counted. Yet, you don't have no smoke for the 55% and the 38% of Latina and Latino men and women who voted against you. Why is that? Why is it that you've got more smoke for the black community that voted in your best interest than you do for the people in your community that voted to have you deported. I'd like to know that.
Latinos for Trump, it is time to embrace the consequences of your actions. I've always been a firm believer of fighting fire with fire. If somebody goes low, I'll go lower. Now, with that being said, I know for a fact that most Latinos for Trump have undocumented family members, whether that be their parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, etc. So if you know of a Latino who voted for Trump, I urge you to call this number and report said family members. It's time that these Latinos for Trump get a taste of their own medicine and a taste of poetic justice. Now, I know what you may be thinking, Angel, this is extreme, and I agree, but extreme problems call for extreme solutions. And unfortunately, many innocent people are going to be affected by this, but you can't be that innocent if you raised a Latino for Trump. And before all of the Latinos for Trump come at me all angry, this is what you wanted. This is what you voted for. You should be happy. Let me see that smile. But there you have it, guys. Once again, there is that number. You know what to do. It's time that these Latinos for Trump learn the hard way. But anyways, let me know what you guys think.
Waking up to news that mass deportation started today, so if you're an immigrant, please know that you have the right and share this to everyone you know so everyone's aware. You have the right to remain silent. If ICE knocks on your door, you don't have to answer it. Do not consent to any searches if they do not have a warrant signed by a judge. They don't even have the right to be in your property, so please remain silent. Do not sign any documents, especially if you do not understand. If you are in public and ICE stops you, please remain silent. You do not have to disclose your immigration status. They do not have the right to search your belongings or your bag without a warrant. You do not have to answer their questions. Please do not give them information that they can use against you. Share this information to people that you know, your friends, your family, especially if they are undocumented immigrants. Please stay on the lookout. Look up for each other. If you spot eyes in your area, share to keep your community informed. And to my fellow immigrants, I know this is a scary time, that there are community and resources that can help you. Know your rights and please stay strong.
It's really funny that a group of people that voted against their interest is now coming for black people, like making make sense, and then using or gaslighting, actually threatening on how, black people will need Latinas. You never know when you will need us. You need to look into your history, like our ancestors helped you when you were escaping through times of, whatever was happening in America. Oh, this is the time that you guys want to remember. You want to remind black people about the history of what happened to them. You think they don't know their history? This is the time they want to now connect with the black people. This is the time they want to, put the blame away from themselves. I mean, why come for black people? Black people told you where to put the energy. You decided you did not want to do that. You wanted to side with the palmed people. And now here you are, they do not want to see you in their country. They do not see you as them. Actually, they've never seen you as them. So this is a wake-up reality to Latinos. And I'm sorry that it's not even funny, but it's just ridiculous that these people are choosing the wrong battle with the wrong people instead of the people that actually need to be receiving the smoke. Them and the palmed people, because they are the ones that voted for whatever that is going on. Why come for black people? Do these people have sense when they do or when they say these things online? It's really a reality check for them, because they are saying that, oh my God, we voted for this person and our family members, our friends, our neighbors, our community is facing this and nobody is standing up for us, and our people are going to be deported. This is not okay. This is not fine. And then with everything that is going on, you choose to attack black people. You choose to come for black people. Make it make sense.
A U.S. citizen and military veteran was detained and held by ICE today. You heard that right. A U.S. citizen who served in the military in this country was detained and held by ICE because he wasn't carrying any documentation that proves that he is a U.S. citizen. This took place in Newark, New Jersey, and the mayor issued a statement confirming that individual's Fourth Amendment rights were violated. He also confirmed that ICE is stopping undocumented immigrants as well as citizens, residents, everybody. And I made a video a few days ago talking about how ICE agents will racially profile, and this exact situation can happen to you. Whether you are a U.S. citizen, whether you're a resident, they can stop and question anybody. They can knock on your door. Now they can go to the schools and talk to your children. They can go to the hospital. I also saw videos of other creators say you don't have to carry your U.S. passport or your resident card or your birth certificate. You just have to tell them that you are a U.S. citizen and they will leave you alone. Well, friends, I've been telling you guys, make sure that you take pictures of your U.S. passport or your resident card or your visa or your birth certificate, and you carry a picture on your phone. That way you're not carrying sensitive documentation around that you run into the possibility of losing it. Carry pictures of your document for you, for your spouse, for your children. They can stop you, question you, detain you, hold you, and take you to a facility until proof or documentation of your status is presented to them. It does not matter what your contribution has been to this country. It does not matter if you're a retired U.S. Army veteran who served 20 years in the military. It does not matter if you were born here. They want to stop you, question you, detain you, and then take you to a facility. They can.
My fear is that I'll get deported to a country that I don't know.
If you have a direct family member that you're scared of getting deported, join the military if you can. That's really going to help them put in a military parole in place. So my dad was supposed to get deported back to Mexico because he was here illegally and he was supposed to pardon his time. He was already going through a legal system. But if you do not know, when you go through the legal system, you have to pardon your time. So they had no set. They said you could either go for 5 months or you can go for 10, 20 years. And it's just crazy. So then his lawyer had told me, hey, there's a military parole in place. Like they told my mom, they're like, if anybody wants to join in your family, they could really get him the parole in place and he doesn't have to go back to Mexico anymore. So I ended up joining. I went to a recruiter's office, I think in November, December. I got sent. I was like, I need to go ASAP because you need that contract for that military parole in place. So I got sent to basic in February. I think I snuck out or did something while I was in basic, and I scanned my contract to his lawyer or my mom, I forgot who. And yeah, my dad ended up sending me a letter in April saying, thank you, I got my parole in place, I'm good to go. He got his residency within that same year and now he is a citizen.
You know, it's crazy when they even have to stop a person that served in service in military and question them if they are really citizens or not and literally be detained. That's how effed up these people effed up.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave this shit alone, but everybody is asking for mercy for the good immigrants, and I get all immigrants are not criminals, and some of them are here living and doing the right thing. They really are. But if you think that if my black ass went over to Mexico, you think they'll treat me like that if I live next door to them in their country? You think they'll help me? Or do you think they'll help you? If you were an immigrant and went over into their country, do you think that they would do all for you that we do for them? No, they would not. They'll treat you like total shit. Kill you, do all, I ain't gonna even say all that on here, but no, they won't. But they want sympathy over here in our country because it's the promised land. They're able to work, strive, and take care of their kids and all that. I get that. I do. But give the American people an opportunity as well. Give it to them as well. That's all I'm saying. If they done us the same way we do them, people probably wouldn't have a problem with it. But if you go into those countries, you're not going to get what you get over here. Just be real. You're not. Half of the Mexican people you meet in the street be nasty and rude, don't want to speak, all type of shit. I'm sorry that they got to go back. Especially the ones that done built a whole little life over here for them and stuff. Hopefully they saved up enough money. Now they're going back, they can go back to their country and live pretty decent because our money is worth more over there. So if they were smart and thinking, they should have been saving that money because they never know all good things must come to an end. They should have knew Trump. They should have been preparing themselves when he started running, because all he been talking about is a mass deportation. So If they haven't been saving up that money from working in hospitals and hotels and restaurants and construction working and doing all that, instead of paying and having other family members smuggled over here, they should have been saving it for when they have to go back. It is what it is. And it's not a debate, and I'm not going to debate with y'all. You can say whatever you want to say. You can feel however you need to feel, and you can say whatever you need to say on this post. But it ain't going to change my mind how I think or feel about anything. Because you do have a lot of American people who go over there and terrible things happen to them and they don't come back home. Because the cartel be looking for anybody to do the unthinkable too. And everybody's a threat in their country if you're not from over there. They treat their own people like that. And I get the ones that are trying to flee from that. I do. But go to another country. Go to another country. You don't have to come to America. You don't have to come here. Go to another country. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. That's all I'm going to say about that. I mean, kids going to be, Trump is, the child born here and the parents not, and he ain't caring. He thinking about the American people. He not thinking about nobody else. The American people. And it's about time somebody thought about just us and not the other country and the other people.
And this is something I wish other groups of people could understand, who decide to not, side with black people. If you are a Mexican, African, Asian or whatever, and you go to the United States, if you do anything, they are able to deport you back to where you came from, to your country. Black Americans are in their country. That is their country. They are not going to be taken or deported anywhere. And that's why I've seen videos where black people are like, you know what? You guys need to go. We don't care, because even when we come into your countries, you don't give us grace. You do not treat us like we matter, but you want to come into the United States and also step on us and act like we are less than you, when you're the ones that left your countries and came to our countries. And this is not a blame for black people. It is a blame to Mexicans, because they are part of the people that voted for the person in power. If you saw the chart, you would see that the Mexicans really voted for this man to be in power. So they shouldn't be blaming anyone. They shouldn't be coming on the internet and crying, looking for sympathy and looking for advice. And I'm not trying to be insensitive about it. I know it's a hard situation. I know that, people have really put themselves there and have been doing something to earn a living. But then you had the sister, what she was saying, she hopes they had saved enough money that when they go back to their country of Mexico, they can survive. Because at the end of the day, black people are like, you know what, we don't even have any allies at this point. Nobody's effing with us. So you might as well just go back to your country. And I mean, it is the man that you voted for that is doing and, putting all these laws and regulations for you to be racially profiled, for you to be, interrogated, for you to be stopped and asked documents. You wanted this. You voted for this. You decided that this is what you are proud of. So you might as well just enjoy it. And I mean, can you blame black people for saying this? I don't, and until these other groups of people realize that they are not better than black people in America, they will start to thrive and do better and actually take down this oppressing hand of the palmed people that they actually have. But until then, I mean, let everyone face their consequences. Even their own people are saying it's time to own up to your own decisions and consequences. If you voted for this man and your family people, your friends, your neighbors, your children, to be separated from you, whose fault is it? It is your fault. So own up to it. But yeah, guys, that is it for me in the video. Let me know what you think about it. Yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in another video. Bye.